You already got started, eh?
Yeah, man. My man just was giving us the when he fell in love with basketball. So you said about around the age of 4. So did you start early?
I've started playing organized basketball probably about 4 or 5. So as far back as I can remember, I've been hooping.
That's why your ass is so nice, yo. Oh my God, yo, this nigga. I probably seen you though. I only seen maybe a couple of shooters from this town that was like you, yo. I might have seen you miss 5 times in my life, yo. And that ain't no dick ride or nothing, yo. This nigga can shoot, yo.
That's when I had the ratchet. I don't know about that now.
Yeah, I know you still. That's what everybody say. I know you still got it somewhere though. Let somebody talk some shit to you.
That'll do it.
Hey, so look, I got a host of questions, yo. First and foremost, of course, I mean, with everything that's going on, to me, you was one of the main people that I thought about talking to, yo, because you actually play a huge role in everything in the community. Everybody, you know what I mean, got their opinion, but to me, you play an extreme role in the community, yo, keeping kids safe and really, you know what I mean, from everything you're doing in the schools, outside the schools, all the above. So, yo, I know you probably been waiting to give your piece, because we kind of moving like in that way. We ain't about to write no long post and you know what I mean? All of that. How you feel about everything that's going on, bro?
I mean, it's something, it's something that none of us have ever experienced, and it's the first time that I have been this detached from basketball on an everyday basis as far as physically. I mean, I'm still working every day, still working behind the scenes. Like the one thing I do know is the type of person that I am. When I come out of this, I'm going to be better than I was when I went into it. So I'm already putting in massive work behind the scenes to make sure that when everything opens back up, the way we come back out rebranded is going to be different than we went in. So I'm working, but like to not be with my boys every day physically, or not being in the gym every day physically, this is like a huge transition for me. And just trying to stay connected via virtual, some social distancing, working out a couple times in the gym now, working out low numbers, 2 or 3 kids when I can. So just trying to do those kind of things to stay connected, making sure I check on my guys, those kind of things. But it's been difficult, though. It's definitely been a adjustment.
I bet, yo.
Yeah, yo, you definitely you got a lot of kids in your program too.
Yeah, but you know what though? I have a great team of people, like a great staff. So like it allows me not to have the pressure of me having to reach out to everybody, because I know my coaches are doing it. They stay connected to their teams and I stay connected to them. So it's like, and that don't happen overnight. You know what I mean? It took a long time to get the right pieces and the right people to build something to where as though you don't feel like you got to have your hands in everything. You know what I mean? So that's a blessing right there.
So what have y'all been doing? What y'all been doing to keeping y'all kids engaged and keeping up contact and all of that?
We definitely do the Zoom thing. We do coaches do weekly check-ins with their guys. Group text has been popular. For me, I've been doing a lot of recruitment and sending out film for the high school kids, being as though it won't be no circuit for us this summer. Probably they haven't announced it yet, but it would be a surprise to me if it did happen. So my main goal is to focus on the recruitment and make sure everybody gets film out and coaches around the country know who the kids are that are in our program that are ready to take that next step to college. So that's kind of what I've been really busy doing, just connecting with them, getting film from them, their high school coaches, putting it together, reaching out to my resources, making sure I push them so they can get those scholarships.
So one of my main questions, we ain't gonna hold you here forever, but I got a few, yo. Because for me,
man, listen, while you got me here, go ahead and unload them.
Yeah, yo, look, I gotta milk you, bro. I'd be wrong not to milk you. Bro. For anybody, you know how we feel about each other, but for most people, that's a part of my program, yo. Scrap, you know, his son
Mm-hmm.
played for me. He'll tell you. So when I talk about your
Mm-hmm.
program, I always give it like to me. That's where, yo, if we ain't reaching that barometer, that's what you're trying to get
Right,
at.
y'all the
Right.
boss.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do I not scrap? Like that's a big part to me because I feel like a lot of people think they can come and just play for team thrill. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? And I really
And I appreciate that. You know, like me and your relationship, people probably don't know. Like we like off the court, off like
yeah,
we tight. Like you
yeah,
know, when it comes to this AAU stuff, all you gotta do is call me one time, and I'm there because I
no doubt.
recognize you remind me so much of me when I started with the passion and the hunger, and I know you do it for the right reason. So it's easy for me to say yeah to you when for other people I may not move. So for you to say that, that's real humbling for me. And like it took a long time to get here. Like people see the success now, but like it took us a long time, and we got some things wrong in order to get, you know, to figure it out and get it right. You got to go through the fire, the trial and error. You gotta leave some people behind. The addition by subtraction is real.
Yeah,
Like those are real things, because if people aren't aligned with really what the vision is for the program and what we're trying to do as a whole, if people aren't aligned, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work.
mm,
And you gotta, like, what I learned is you gotta be willing to give some things up. Like for me, like I was like you, I was doing everything. Like I was the trainer, I was the coach, I was the business person, I was buying ordering uniforms, doing, like, you just can't do all of that. I mean, I always had Janelle with me holding it down. She's a big part of the program. She's all things administrative, so always had her to
yeah.
fall back.
Shout out Nelly,
When
yo.
I
Right.
when I started getting when I got better coaches and then better people I could trust around me, it made the process a lot easier because the infrastructure of the program was already built. I did that hands-on. And then when I got people who I could delegate and give those things to, good people who were willing to carry out the vision, that's when it kind of grew. You know what I mean? We were already competitive because we lived in the gym like you do. We still do. Like, we in the gym all the
Yeah.
time. That's the identity of the program. Like, we gonna work. Like, we not gonna. It's no handouts. We gonna work. And you gonna be held accountable. Like, it's a level of expectation, and that's not gonna ever go anywhere.
Yes, sir.
How long did it take for you to get to that process where your program to get to where, though, I'm not gonna say running on its own, but like you said, you set up that structure, that infrastructure that you don't got to do everything. So how long did it take your program to get
I
there?
say by the fourth year, I could really start to see, like, all the leg work put in, like the leaps and bounds. Things weren't so hard by year 4. People knew who we were. That was the year we won 3 national championships AAU. So we kind of like we had arrived. So the process got a lot easier at that point because we won 3 national championships in 1 year, in 1 summer, which is like unheard of.
Right. So
Unheard of, bro. Like that's unheard of, bro. That's unheard of.
all right, so you got with thrill, comes a lot of a lot of attention. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What type of things, like, as a coach, what type of things do you utilize to get your team motivated to play at that high level with everybody? Anybody y'all play is gonna be gunning for y'all. How do you keep people with an even keel mind? Because the one thing I've noticed about when I watch throw teams play, they play with so much poise and they don't panic like a lot of people I see. Even if they down, they don't panic.
I think that just straight goes to the preparation. Like we practice at a high level, so that translates into the game. You know what I mean? And then when you have good coaches who have been in those kind of pressure situations, it's easy to teach how to deal with those pressure situations. But I'm a firm believer of, if you prepare well, the game should be easy anyway. Like,
Right.
practice got to be harder than the game. So when we get to the game, that's a cakewalk. I mean, at the end of the day, we do realize, like, in those situations, mistakes are going to be made. As long as you learning from those mistakes, the next time you get in that situation, the results should be better or different. But the one thing we demand is, if you're going to play for this program, you gonna fucking play hard, and you gonna fucking respect your coaches. You gonna respect your peers, and the rest of that stuff takes care of itself. Because when you got kids who are willing to work and willing to learn, they're gonna get better. Isn't the inevitable?
If there's one thing that I can honestly say that I've been, you already said, bro. I've been watching and I admire the sturdiness, bro. The sturdiness, like that's looked over. I think when it comes to you, like, yo, how did you get to the point where you just literally ignore the noise? Because yo,
It's
a lot of noise.
That's like, it's difficult in the beginning, because when you know you genuinely love what you do, like I don't have to do this, like I'm fine, like in life, like I'm good. Like I do this because I absolutely love to do it. Like I feel like it's my obligation to give back to the community, because I'll tell you this, if the coaches who didn't raise me, I know where I would be right now in my life. So like, it's my job to give back to the next generation. So I do it because I love it. So that right there in itself helps me block out the noise. Like I know anytime you're doing something at a high level, it comes with hate anyway. So it's going to be what it is. Like, I ain't even tripping off that. Like, it's going to be people that say this, people that say that. But the people who ride with me every day, who help me build this program, they know where I stand. The kids that are in the program, they know where I stand. That's good enough for me right there. Because everything else takes care of itself.
Right.
Absolutely, yo.
So as we look, right, we have, especially with COVID, a lot of TV documentary specials are becoming like the new wave right now. You know, we had The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, the PG County documentary. But, you know what I mean? You kind of you kind of paved the way for this. You feel me? Can you tell me, like, yo, what was that experience like?
Which part? The 60 Minutes thing?
Yeah.
It was surreal, because at the end of the day, like I sat down and I did a one-on-one interview with Leslie Starr, and like, you know, she interviewed Obama, Kobe, and then different people like that, and then she interviewed me, and it was surprising to me what she said after the interview was over. Like, she gave me a high compliment. She said I was one of the best interviews that she ever had, from a standpoint of my ability to really connect and talk about something that I love. And like, it wasn't a whole bunch of takes. Like, we sat down and we had a conversation about something that I love, which is developing kids, grassroots basketball. And it was really, it just flowed. But at the end of the day, when it aired and I saw it, I was like, you know what, that's dope. You know what I mean? I was on 60 Minutes. Like, not a lot of people can say that. And it wasn't something that I expected. You know what I mean? It was an opportunity that came about, and I think it came about because I do things the right way. And like, I think when you do things that are aligned with what God wants you to do, like, you're gonna be repaid. Like, I don't have to ask for nothing. Like, my blessings keep coming, like, over and over and over. So I stay true to what I do, and I don't worry about the other stuff. I don't worry about it.
How was it having that like? Cause to me, you know what I mean. Like I said, bro, I'm a ask what I can. Y'all got I feel like you get the knock of having a brand. Like, with having Will, people skip over how much development that you're actually doing. If you get what I'm saying, because people just think because you're a big name, you automatically gonna get the best player.
Right, and it's not true. It's always a competition. Like, I always say this: like, we didn't start off with a sponsorship. Like, we started off as a rec basketball club, and we worked, and then the brand saw the work that we put in and respected the work that we did, and they wanted to partner with us. Like, I didn't have a McDonald's All-American at the time. You know what I mean? I didn't have that. Like, I had a group of young kids who I had developed that were hungry, that were up and coming, and were the next crop of good players in town. Like, I didn't recruit them, I developed them. So, like, the kids that you see now, like, most of the kids now that you see that are high major kids from this town, they came through the program. Whether they went on and played somewhere else or not, their foundation came from me. And they'll tell you that. I got McDonald's All-Americans now, and I ain't recruit them. I had them since they was 8, 9 years old.
Yeah. So out of all those players, who you like up to now? I would say only up to now. Who would you say has made the? I got 2 questions. It's a 2-part question. Who would you say made the biggest leap from like younger to their older age, and who would you say is the best all-around player that you've coached so far?
I would say Justin made the biggest leaps from a young boy to an older kid. Like to see the way he's matured from when he was like Justin was a fucking crybaby. He know I tell him that flat out. But now to see how much he's transformed into a young man, how respectful he is, and how hard he plays, how much he still has ways to go, but I know where he came from. You know what I mean? And to see that off-court development, and he's getting ready to play in the Big East, like those kind of things make me happy because I remember when. You know what I mean? I remember when. So I think he's done a really, really good job, and that's a shout out to his family, his mother, his staff at Poly, his guys over at Mello, everybody that had a hand in that. Like everybody pitched in, and he really turned out to be a well young man.
That's what's up. So would you say he the best? He ended up being the best one? Because I'll tell you my favorite.
I think he matured his maturity level, like his from where he started to where he is now. I think he covered a lot of ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the best all around kid. I'll tell you this, my favorite. I won't say my favorite, but one of my favorite because he reminds me so much of me is Ace. Because Ace is he's like a clone of me. Like I probably shot it more as far as the way he approached the game, like his toughness. Like he's always been one of my favorites since he was a young boy. Like he's always been a floor general. He's always been a dog. Yeah. I never had to worry about his competitiveness or getting him to play hard. He's always been a leader. He's always been one of my favorites. And then I would say the best all around will probably be Jarris, just because at his size, he's 6'7", 225, but like he can play multiple positions, and he's only 16 now, and he's still developing. He's still developing into what he's going to be. But the crazy thing is, I saw that in him at 9 years old. Like I knew at 9 years old, he was special at 9.
Yo, you really did though. It's crazy. His development, like I think he's one of the major ones where somebody could be like, yo, if somebody was to ever ask, yo, who did Mookie develop? You say, look at him right there. You feel me? Like shorty. His I mean, yeah, he was good. Don't get me wrong, but like, bro, where he went over the past like 3 years, 3-4 years.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is,
bro.
The crazy thing is, we in a different stage now of his development. So when he comes out of this COVID right here, he gonna look totally different because now it's a lot of hands-on, one-on-one development. So like now it's a lot of competitive shit. Like I'm pushing him in a different way. Now he's developing now as a pro, as opposed to before when he was developing as a high school player. Like it's crazy because like when you see him when he come out of this, like the workout regimen that we got lined up right now is crazy. It's crazy.
Well, he is a man. He is a man child.
He is a beast, bro. Like he's a beast, yo.
I thought when I first seen you post him, I thought he was a senior.
Yeah. And at the time he was 14 then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But the crazy thing is, he been in the program since 9.
Tough, yo. And another one I like, Bogues, Lil Bogues, yo.
Oh yeah,
Fat man. I can watch him play all day, bro.
He been in the program since he was born. He was born in the program. So
yeah, bro. I love his game, yo. I love his game. He reminds me of the point guard that we come from, like. he
And the
yeah,
crazy
you
thing
can tell me
is,
this in him though, but
he ain't even begin to like scratch the surface yet. As he gets older, Fat Man gonna be special. Like
yeah.
he gonna be special. Like he got some shit that he don't even know he got. But in due time.
That one kid,
What's
y'all
up,
got
yo?
me hyped. That's who like really like. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, every time I see him play, bro, I be like, damn, I love his game, yo. Like he
Yeah.
he real poised.
Dorian and them
He
played
with a
in
certain
Baltimore
intellect.
what you call in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Shorty just got a natural IQ to kill. Like, yo, damn. That's what you gonna do? Like, yo, he's coming straight down 3 straight threes. Like the game was out of control like in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So what's your because I mean I know I know Scrap one know this too, but what's your major like when it comes down to working with high school, because you're not coaching high school, right? What's
Mm-hmm.
one of the major factors that you look at as to where a kid should go? Or what do you advise parents on? Or is it something where you just take a step back and be like, yo, you make the decision that's best for you?
No, I don't. I never take a step back because most of the time they ask me my input. So it's never pressure on my end. But if you ask me my input, I'm going to give you exactly the truth of what I think best fit is and the reasons why I think best fit. Because I think some players respond to different styles and some players respond to different environments. So most of the time, if I'm giving advice into a situation as to where to go for high school, is because I already know the kid and I feel like I know where they're going to excel at. You know what I mean?
I
And
to know that.
so when talking about parents, like running a program, how do you deal with your parents? You know what I mean? Like, cause I don't know if you have this problem, but I know people that run youth sports programs, things like that. Like, part of the job is handling parents' expectations, parents, you know, who kind of overstep their boundaries. How do you handle parents?
I feel like if you upfront honest about the plan for their child and you stay true to whatever that plan is for their child, you probably won't have any problems. I mean, I'm not saying that you're going to agree on everything, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to make any promises outside of your child will get better, your child will get exposure, and we're going to work hard to make your child a better young man or young woman through this program. So you can only respect that because I know I can deliver on those things right there. You know what I mean? I can't promise you your kid gonna be a Division I player, your kid gonna be All-American, they gonna get all this playing time. I can't guarantee any of that. That's all in the work that you put in. But I can guarantee those core things. And if you stay true to that, I mean, the fact of the matter is you're not gonna be able to please everybody. Some people not gonna like it no matter what. And that's just the nature of this business. So you do your best and you live with the results.
I love your response on that question.
Yeah, bro. You don't even know what that just did for me, my nigga. I needed that.
Same here, Shorty. Who you telling?
What's your stance on reclassing?
I think it has its benefits. I feel like it's not for everybody. Like, for example, a kid like Jarris is not a reclass. It would have been a waste of everybody's time for him to reclass. If he reclass, he need to reclass up. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think you'll see more of it now with this COVID situation because kids are going to miss a whole year of AAU and nobody knows what high school is going to look like next year. So, I feel like it's going to be even more popular. And I feel like for some kids, is definitely a bonus from a maturity standpoint, especially those who haven't developed physically yet. And if you're young with the late birthday and you're still gonna graduate at 18 anyway, I don't see it's not detrimental at all. I was in college at 17 years old. If I would have reclassed, I would have went from UTEP in the WAC to somewhere in the Big East. If I would have reclassed. In the state of Maryland at 16 years old, 17 years old. So if I'd have had another year, that would have been crazy.
You and me both, bro. Graduated at 17. 17 years old. Was a freshman in JUCO at 17. That shit was different.
Right.
And
right.
And for us, when I think for like for your especially, bro, you give somebody like you another year at the rate you were already going. It's like but it was almost looked down upon back then. So I think now,
Yeah, like people, like you couldn't get held back then. That was crazy.
niggas would call you dumb, all types of shit. You know what I mean? You couldn't do that. So
For sure.
speaking of that, that go to one of my questions. What would younger Mookie tell himself now? Saying as though you work with all these kids and you do all this stuff now, yo, and you know so much more now. What would younger Mookie tell himself now?
I would have definitely took advantage. I would have tell my younger self, you take advantage of the opportunities that presents themselves, because I had some opportunities that I could have changed my path just by, I went to Forest Park, but I could have went to Calvert Hall. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if I'd have made a couple other decisions, it would have sped my development up, because I didn't start lifting weights and things like that until I got in college. You know what I mean? Just prepare. If I would have prepared better, I would have been ready for college as a freshman. Even though I had a really good freshman year, I would have dominated. You know what I mean? Just little things like that. Just don't be more open-minded. That's what I would have told my younger self. Be more open-minded.
Sure.
Now I gotta ask this. I got to, because I just think this shit. I'll be ignoring everything. I just think this shit. So y'all was supposed to play Be More Hoopster. Or was that a fake? What is that, yo? What is that about? Your age?
You said was I?
Y'all was supposed to play y'all supposed to play Be More Hoopsters or some shit in the game.
Oh man, listen. Anything that you see on social media that's not on my page or on the Thrill page,
that shit fake.
It's not sent by me. It's not sent. Like like literally, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
There we go. That's all I needed, yo. It's fake news, bro. Anything that. So now with, like you said, when we come back out of this, it won't be just you. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of programs, but like y'all always, I think your program is always one step ahead, bro. And that's one of the major things that keep y'all a step ahead, I think. So coming back from this, once everything starts back up, do you have an actual plan in place for like how you want to like phase everything out, sort of like how the NBA is doing?
Yeah, definitely. I've already been taking a lot of notes and studying some different things and researching, and I have a plan that I'm going to present to my team to roll out some new things because I really believe that what we used to know as normal is no longer ever going to be normal again. So I'm trying to prepare for what it's going to look like, and I think I'm on to some good stuff that's going to help us take the program to another level. So I think when I meet with my team, they're going to be excited about the new things that we have in store for 2021.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up, Dave. That's what's up. Because I think this affected basketball, man, more than a lot of other sports in ways that we never, ever saw coming, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I know I damn sure didn't. Like, this is not something I expected to see in my time. And the kids, the Zoom sessions and all that stuff, cool, man, but it's hard because, the kids still live where they live.
Yeah, it's nothing like being hands-on and spending that intimate time with the kids. Like it's nothing can replace that.
Right. So, hey, yo, I just need you to do this one time though for the people who gonna watch this. Can you run over your senior year numbers for me, yo?
When my senior year of high school, I averaged 30.1 points, 10.2 assists, and about 3 steals.
God.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
And I had a quadruple double in one game too. 15 points, 14 assists, 13 rebounds, 12 steals, one game.
Damn. Who was that against?
I gotta put that on the flyer.
It was a playoff game. I can't remember who it was, but I remember the quadruple double. I also, in that year too, I scored, my high was 47, but I scored 30 something like 15 times or something. I had 29 against Walbrook.
Yo, I was at that game. So my cousin, you might know him, Desi, he a comedian. Desi Alexander, that's my cousin.
Yeah, that's my guy.
That's my older brother Wayne. That's my older brother. Like that's my blood.
Yeah, you know Wayne, Wild Man Wayne. That's my
hey,
guy.
Yo, listen, that's my blood. That's my blood.
That's my guy, man. Listen, when we was up for Wayne was an animal on that football field, boy.
Oh yeah. Yo, so look, what's crazy is Desi took me to that game, bro, and all I remember was sitting there looking like, yo, this nigga is left-handed like me. You feel me? And bro, yo, you was short as shit, but you was torching niggas. Yo,
And I was,
swear,
people don't understand. I was probably 140 pounds, 140 pounds, little, but I was a killer though, bro.
Yo, you was killing shit. Yo, after the game, yo, I kept asking Desi. I said, yo, who the fuck is that little dude? He's like, yo, that's Mookie. You gonna hear about him in years. He gonna be playing on TV. I'm like, yo, I bet. You feel me? But like, yo, that's you wouldn't even know, but that was the first time I really met you without me.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yo, who the fuck is that, yo?
Man, high school basketball back then was so thick. Like, it don't matter what school you played, somebody had a killer. Like, that's just how it was. Like, and like, I remember like my senior year when I made All Metro and all of that, I was like, I knew I had arrived because it was so thick. I got prep player of the week multiple weeks. Like it was crazy. Like, but the truth is I put in so much work that summer between my junior and senior year, yo. Like I worked out every day. I swam. I got up in the morning. I ran hills. I worked on my game. Like, and that's like the approach that I had with these kids because I literally know firsthand what 1 year can do to your development. Like I know, I did it. Like I know, like I was always good, but like I really took on that attitude. Like I'm gonna really work as hard as I can and see how good I can be. Like see what this shit do. And like really,
because it was your senior year, you was looking at like this the last show.
This it right here. Like
last dance.
And I really was like, I was doing some like, I don't care who we play. Like I'm fucking everybody up. Like that's that's how I was carrying. Like I gave everybody.
Show, like, I was at that game,
listen,
nigga. I'm like, yo.
I gave Southern 35, Dunbar 40 at Dunbar. Like, and this when they was powerhouses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, right. So who was the toughest player you played against in that time?
Oh, it's hands down my brother. Mo Hatton was the best player. Like Mo was different, bro. Like I played with everybody that was good in this town, but like Mo had a creativity. Like when we were young, I had never seen nothing like that. Like this motherfucker would do anything in the game. Like, and it was crazy. Like he was special. He was special.
It shows shit. Look at the longevity. Yo had one of the longest pro careers ever, bro. Like,
special, bro.
Yeah,
like special. Like Mo was NBA players will tell you like Mo Hatton was an NBA player. His image just wasn't clean enough for what they wanted for the league because they already had AI and they wasn't trying to do that shit over again. You know what I mean? Like if Mo would have came out into the draft clean cut with a clean, if he had somebody like now to tell him what image, like make his image and his brand, like he would have been. All them years he played overseas, he would have been in the league. All those years.
And yo, that's it. I mean, people don't understand. Like he was playing top league overseas every year down there. So like,
no question.
Yo, nobody else does that and doesn't make it or doesn't get to the NBA. Like you feel me? Yo, really like one of the winning championships, all that.
Yeah,
that's true, bro.
But he has had a really good professional basketball career without making the NBA, and he had his opportunities to make it. And he'll tell you himself, he wish he would have did some things differently as far as how he moved. You know, how he moved around and who he moved around with. And I mean, you live and you learn. Like now he has that same dialogue with kids. You know what I mean? About
absolutely
their image and how serious to take their opportunities and stuff like that. So he makes sure he lets the next generation know like what not to do. And that's more important than anything.
Yeah, yo, one of the main reasons I wanted to even really talk to you, yo, because right now, as I'm going through this shit and all that, like I tell everybody, yo, this is a huge transgression. My man Lance, he got his own lacrosse program. This is a huge transformation from playing to this. You feel me? So like, well, people don't know, but I'm saying it so people do know. You know, you've always been from the start, and you know what I mean, I'm talking about from the start, from the very moment I started coming home and giving back, bro. You reached out and plucked me out the group and said, bro, I want to help you out. You know what I mean? So like, I've always appreciated that, yo.
Man,
On a
ain't
whole
no
nother
question.
level.
Man, listen, I tried to recruit you to be a part of my program because I see. Man, listen, you can keep it 100. Like, I came looking for you. Like, yo, come on, like, get on. Let's get on. And respectfully, you said, I'm doing this over here. And I said, you know what? As long as you doing it, all you got to do is reach out to me. Whatever you need, I got
That
you.
is a fact.
See that, and that's respect, bro. Like,
That's a fact.
and we don't get enough of that. It's not enough of that, especially when people in the same, in the same competitive space. You feel me? It's always competition. You know what I'm saying? People be so quick to hate and not reach out and be like, yo, anytime you need to reach out, you feel me? I'm a resource there. So that's much respect right there.
Man, there's no way that we're gonna be able to grow our city or grow the game in itself if you selfish with what you have. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, people can say what they want about me. The one thing they have to say is how selfless I am, because I give so much of myself to other people to a fault. You know what I mean? Like, so that's never gonna be in question. You know what I mean?
Nah, yo, I can honestly contest. Like, bro, it's been too many. I remember I hit you one time and I even told you, I said, yo, if anybody ever come to you and tell you anything, this is what I ain't gonna say when it was during the time, yo, it was a lot of shit to me being thrown your way, negative shit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I straight hit you. I said, yo, bro, if anybody ever hit you and tell you anything Alvin said, please tell me who the fuck said it. You feel me? Straight up, because my nigga, anything I ever got to say, I'm gonna say it to you. I would never ever cross them lines. Like, it's just certain ways to move.
Ain't no question, and that's how it should be. Like, I don't have time to talk about somebody else or what they not doing or what. Like, I really, literally don't have the time to do it. Like, where do you find time to do that? Where do you find time to sit around and do that?
Right,
like, I don't understand it. Like, I got a whole family. I got 3 whole careers. Like, I mean, I don't have time. Like,
yo, it's true,
life
yo.
too
This
short,
is true.
bro.
This is true, yo. This
Hey,
is
bro,
true. Well, I want you to know, bro. Like, and I mean, I just wanted you to know that our shit, like we try to push out there to everybody we get on here. Our shit is all about giving everybody we can from our city and our culture their flowers while they're here. Because it'll be once Mookie is done,
Right.
everybody wants to talk about, yo, he was so positive, he was so good. No, bro, we trying to do that shit now. You know what I mean?
And I
like,
appreciate it.
and I never been a hater. I don't know how to be one, bro. Like scrap. I tell you, yo, bro, where you are, that's exactly where the fuck I'm trying to get. And that, cause for me, bro, it can be more than one program and more than one place. That's how you create powerhouse city.
I mean, it should be that. Like, first of all, one program can't do it. You know what I mean? And I'm not like, I just want us to be the best that we can for our city. Like, and then whoever else can do that too, that's a plus. It's a plus. Like Lance said, it's a competitive space. Like, at the end of the day, if we line up in them lines, I want to win. Like, every time. Like, I want to win every time, but not at the expense of my integrity or being disrespectful to another program. Like, I'm not even tripping off that. Like, we want to win because it's competition.
Right. Oh, I can't thank you enough, yo. To me, what you're doing right now and what you've been doing is needed. It's going to stay needed. That shit is, when they was talking about essential workers, I feel like coaches should have been a part of that.
Ain't no question.
A part of that help, yo.
Ain't no question.
like a part of that help by far, yo. Everything that you are to me, and of course you learn from the Bucky Lees and you know what I mean, the Coach Corbett.
Right. I played for Corbett. I played for Bucky. Like, I played for good coaches who I played for good coaches who not only taught you how to play basketball, but they demanded that you be like good young men. Like, they demanded that. Like, you couldn't fucking hoop if you wasn't going to do the other shit the right way.
Facts. I appreciate you. I don't know what nobody else do, but I appreciate you. And I appreciate you coming on, bro. And shedding
I
that
appreciate
light.
it. Thanks. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
So what's next for once y'all get out of quarantine and all that? What's next for Thrill?
I mean, the first thing is we definitely want to get with all the coaches and all the parents and kind of roll out what the plan is, what next steps are. But I'm allow, like the CDC and the state to open up the way they should before we even start trying to do. I mean, of course, we've been doing some outside stuff, social distancing, because the kids want to be active. But before we go full throttle, I want to make sure it's safe. But like I got a ton of new. Like I've been in my bag. I've been like just know when I come out, I'm coming out different again.
Hey.
Like I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. Like this downtime is giving me a lot of time to work on myself. You know what I mean? So now I'm working on me so I can be even better for everybody else. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been really low key. Like I haven't been out much. I haven't been like, I check in here and there with my coach, but everybody been checking on me like, yo, what's going on? And I tell them all the same thing. If I'm this quiet, something going on.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Right. Same, bro. Like it's a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse, bro. But I think that, with more people like you, when we try and do in the city and everything, like, bro, it's gonna change faster than you can believe. You know what I mean? And everybody, I just was having this conversation, but like, yo, I know people are protesting, riding, all of that, man. Listen, if you really want to flex some change, yo, grab somebody, grab you a youngin, and show them some love.
Ain't
That's
no
how you flex some change.
Ain't no question.
Because that's where I'm at with it. I ain't gonna go break down nobody's buildings or none of that, bro. I stand up for every bit of everything that everybody is doing. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, listen, it's different ways to protest, bro. It's different.
Bro.
Like, I learned that, like, I'm not like I'm on the ground every day. Like I ain't on the ground. I'm not on the ground right now because shit happening. I'm on the ground I'm in the trenches every day. Every day. So it's second nature to me. I'm already protesting every day.
Fact. Stay safe, bro. When I say I appreciate you coming on, because I know so many that needed this, I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Nah, man, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, and we gonna make sure, man, you gonna chop it up some more anyway, because there's some things that we gotta, I think me and you gotta really pull our resources together, and because we
man, listen, I don't know how many times I can say this. I'm not accessible to everybody, but you got the lane, so just hit me up.
Already, bro. I appreciate you, yo.
All
right, man.
Hey, before we get off though, bro, I need one thing from you though.
What's up with you?
All right, so I'm gonna spotlight you real quick. I already stopped the stream, but what we need you to do is just let everybody know. First you come on, announce your name, and then say you want everybody to check out Hard Over Hype TV. And I'm ready when you are, for real.
This Donnell Mookie Dobbins. I would like for everybody to check out Hard Over Hype TV.
Already, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Bro, thanks for coming.